and welcome, dearest. I'm Grandma Mimsy, and today is another video in the using all of my plates at least once throughout the year challenge for 2024. And the plate I chose to use this time is M357, and it is swirls and swirls and swirls. And I used this image and grab one of my holders here and give you the shades that I used. So the base layer is Bubblegum Swirl, and then over that I used Mist, which is P120, and then over that I used Blue Note, and then the stamping other color I used was Luna, which is a B327, and then over that was Hail Santa, which is B450, and I'll show you what my nails look like, and this is on a rare occasion that they're all the same or similar to the best of my abilities. So at this point, so here's my tip so you can see the how-to, is that I used the bubblegum as the base layer, and that's where you get this here at the top. Excuse me, it's raining, so we're kind of have that sinusy thing going on just because it rains, and it affects the way I breathe, so that's kind of where we're at. And the difference is that these are polish and these are stamping polish. Now, while you can use almost any polish to attempt to stamp with, your results and the image and a lot of factors go into whether or not you're going to get the same results with polish as you would with stamping polish. The formulation is designed to go and work with the grooves and all the things that you need it to do, so you can do what you're hoping to do. Okay, so this is slightly tacky, and I'm going to kind of do this kind of quickly, so hopefully everything works, because normally I would take lots of time in between the layers to let them fully and completely dry. So with this one, you're getting the shimmer and the sparkle. And if you wanted more of the sparkle, you could use a sponge, paint that on, and the sponge would absorb more of the liquid. So that you get more of the effects and the glitter. So the more of this that you add, you then also get, there's a blue kind of hue to that, along with the bluish purple, with the gold and silver, purple flakies and fleckies and all that neat stuff. And then for the tip part, I didn't really get too fancy on this because it was just kind of do it quick, that I just created an X kind of thing and filled that in. I wasn't trying to be precise on this because I just wanted it to be the color at the end. And that alone, if you're looking to do you with these three colors, if this is the look in the images that you're trying to get, or something similar, if you wanted to pick a different color hue and use the polish, because they have multiple other versions in multiple other colors, that you could pick a completely different shade as far as what their collections have right now. If this is something you wanted to do just to be able to kind of do a messy, quick tip French, then this is something you could pretty much finish in, I'm gonna say, less than 30 minutes, because if you apply really thin coats, it doesn't take that long to dry. So there's that. And then I knew that because of the color scheme, that a lot of what I was working on wasn't going to pop very well. So I chose to kind of do this in a way that you would get more definition of things. So that's why I used the Luna first. And I knew that it wasn't necessarily going to actually show up because it's a very light shading of color, and that's kind of what I wanted. So I didn't scrape that really thick or cleanly, and so it left a thick kind of edge. And I know that this is not completely dry, and we just completely, well, there you go. Stuff happens. And you see how stuff happens. And I'm just kind of stamping over this because the stuff happening made a dent. And we want to kind of fill that back in. That's really getting everything kind of everywhere. So not what I was intending, but hey, there we go. I'm just kind of smoothing it down because there's always a salvage, always a way to save. Even if it's not what you intended, there's a way to save. So we've got that cleared off. Put this back on our stand. And chances are we waited too long, so our stamp may or may not stick. But because this is still super wet, it might. So we're going to see what we can do to finish the level. And on this, I noticed that there's, the way it came off, there was kind of a little heart shape. I'm trying to find which way it went. Ah, there it is. It's part of the section that smudged, if you can see right in there at the it. So basically I just kind of went over the top. Oh, and it did stick. So you get a little bit of the outline. So we'll clean that off. And we'll let this dry and clean off our other mess here. And me. And yes, even while doing this, in doing these, I had similar issues that we kind of messed things up along the way. So it's kind of par for the course. And because this is a very fine image, and because of the last one I scraped off, I just used a little bit and scraped it off. So we'll do maybe do a better pickup on this one. And then, yes, we did. So we got it clear. So now you can see, you can see where the heart is towards the top on this one a lot better. Trying to get that in the light where it can pick it up right here at the top. So there's that. And then now we're going to attempt to match this up. And this one is one you have to go slow because it is so fine and thin. And there it's stamped. It doesn't quite look like my nails, but it kind of has a similarity to it. And so hopefully you get the understanding of how that works. And if you like the style or the image, and now you can recreate it for yourself. So this is, no, I didn't use the whole plate because I couldn't quite figure out in the mood that I was in which ones I wanted to do. And because this is now going into Valentine's, I kind of was looking at all of my heart plates and other things of that nature, and I like the fact that that had a little heart, kind of the way the swirls connected. So that's why I did this, and we'll see how long I can live with this, how many days I can keep this going, because of my own. I know that there's the phrase that says we are our own worst critic. And yes, I can see my flaws, and I know the things that I messed up. And while this is beautiful and pretty, and I love it, and I will be doing this again in other versions and shades, or not the same images, but I'll kind of, the technique where I'm kind of mixing things to give it more depth and it added things to the design. Yeah, I kind of want to redo it already. So we'll see how many days we can go with that. Thank you for watching and following, and I love each and every one of you who it has been helping me along in my nail art, nail therapy, stamping journey. Please be kind. The world needs a lot more kindness. There's so much ugliness going on, and in the things that I have been exploring on my own, I've really come to understand the human condition and the reason why I say these things. And so if y'all would like, anybody would like more kind of Zen helpfulness and the understanding of where I'm coming from, of why things are the way they are, you just let me know in the comments and I will include more little snippets to this. But do not let those who are in the Misery Loves Company Club recruit you, because they are always recruiting, even if they don't even know or not aware that they're in the Misery Loves Company Club or that they're recruiting. That's just kind of the way that goes. So please be kind, have empathy, take care of each other, because at this point, like I said, way too much ugliness, and we need to counteract that. Thank you for, again, all the comments and encouragement and support that I get along the way. And I will see you. Sorry, I get tongue-tied sometimes. Thank you, Grandma still stutters. I will see you soon. Bye.